What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 9. Top DFS picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for this week's NFL slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, NFL Week 9, let's take a look at the quarterback position. So my top DFS pick at the quarterback position is Justin Herbert from the LA Chargers, playing the Atlanta Falcons, who have the second worst defense overall. They give up the third most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Justin Herbert has averaged 19.1 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3 rush attempts per game. He's projected at 24.4 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's 7,200 DraftKings salary, 600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 49 points scored in this game, with the Chargers favored by 3.5. Now, Justin Herbert has scored 20, 9, and 14 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He got 3, 2, and 5 rush attempts in those games. So this is a good matchup. Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game, a close, competitive game. So I like Justin Herbert here versus the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. My top DFS pick at the running back position is Travis Etienne from the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing the Las Vegas Raiders, who have the 4th worst defense overall. They give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Travis Etienne has averaged 13.6 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 11.5 rush attempts per game and 3.3 pass targets per game.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
But remember guys, James Robinson has been traded, so Travis Etienne is now the starting running back, and he looks great. Looks like they got a special running back here. So Travis Etienne is projected at 15.8 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's 6,300 DraftKings salary, 1,300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 47.5 points scored in this game, with the Jaguars trailing by 1. Travis Etienne has scored 28, 23, and 13 fantasy points in the last 3 games, off of 24, 14, and 10 rush attempts, on top of 3, 5, and 2 pass targets. So nice volume the past couple of weeks as the starting running back, and great production. You guys got to watch this guy if you haven't already. I love this pick. Good matchup. Somewhat high-scoring game, and Vegas thinks this is going to be a competitive game, and I think that's largely due to Travis Etienne. So I like Travis Etienne here versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. My top DFS pick at the wide receiver position, salary is just still way too low. I like DJ Moore from the Carolina Panthers, playing the Cincinnati Bengals, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing wide receivers. DJ Moore has averaged 12.6 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 8.1 pass targets per game. He's even getting 1 rush attempt per game. He's been on the field for 97% of the snaps, projected at 14.1 fantasy points here in week 9. He's 5,800 DraftKings salary, 1,200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43.5 points scored in this game, with the Panthers trailing by 8.5. So this could be a good game script if the Panthers fall behind. And we saw the Bengals on Monday Night Football. Their defense didn't look too good. DJ Moore has scored 31, 20, and 4 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 11, 10, and 7 pass targets. He also got 1 rush attempt the past 2 games as well. So with Christian McCaffrey traded, DJ Moore, his volume or his targets per game has gone up by about 20-30%. So I like DJ Moore here versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL. NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the tight end position. So my top DFS pick at the tight end position is Zach Ertz from the Arizona Cardinals playing the Seattle Seahawks, who have the 7th worst defense overall. They give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Zach Ertz has averaged 12.3 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 7.5 pass targets per game. He's been on the field for 85% of the snaps, projected at 10.8 fantasy points here in week 9, but I'm going to bump that up to 14 fantasy points. So this is a new feature. If you want to change the player projection, you just tap on the projection, you put in the point projection you think it's going to be, click OK, and then our tools will use your projection throughout the site. So Zach Ertz is 5,100 DraftKings salary, 1,500 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 50 points scored in this game, with the Cardinals favored by 1.5. So Zach Ertz has scored 13, 6, and 14 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 5, 4, and 10 pass targets. So not a ton of volume the past 2 weeks, but I do expect that to change here. He has the best possible tight end matchup on paper. Vegas thinks there's going to be 50 points scored in this game, with the Cardinals favored by 1.5. So I like Zach Ertz here versus the Seattle Seahawks.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.